and they look like favorites.
Here's my lock of the week.
Dodgers.
No. But don't do this.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We took a little bit of a hiatus over the summertime. Bob's actually going to be moving in a couple weeks.
Hopefully.
So we got a couple more videos to do with him, but he's going to also be giving us his picks from what city are you moving to, Bob?
I couldn't tell you. Moving to
Mount Hope,
I'm moving
Arkansas.
to Mountain Home, Arkansas, folks.
Okay, all right. So it's more of like a city, it's more like a Mayberry type of thing, or
Mayberry, there's 12,000 people.
Right.
It's like Lake Havasu.
1.2 million. No, way smaller than Lake Havasu.
Okay.
Well,
Raising kids in Vegas isn't the easiest thing, and if you get a little piece of property and stuff, I'm sure go fishing and four-wheeling and stuff. It's
You don't want to drive down the street with your 8-year-old kid with a bunch of strip club billboards.
So, anyways, Bob made that decision.
You don't have to deal with that anymore. So
Yeah,
that's good.
exactly.
Smart.
Well, best of luck to you. I know you're trying to get your house all done now, and that's always crazy. But let's try to get focused on some good stuff. We got football starting, guys. College football starts this weekend.
Woo!
Not some of the best games. I mean, these aren't the most exciting games. We're actually going to do 6 games through September 2nd. We just picked 6 out of there. We thought that looked interesting, that we would interested in watching and maybe putting a little bit of money on. So if there's a game that we don't cover, maybe put it in comments or something, and one of us will log in and maybe give us our idea of how how we see the game. So
We can handicap it.
yeah, Roger, why don't you start us with Northwestern and Nebraska, and that's actually in Dublin, Ireland.
It is, isn't that
Wow.
great? Yeah, we got to spread
Getting
the
college overseas,
spread the
too.
gospel of college football across the pond. So yeah, it's in Dublin, Ireland. I'm taking Northwestern. One of my favorite sayings is that taking the purple to Pasadena. Hopefully they'll get to the Rose Bowl, but they're going to start off with beating up on Nebraska. Nebraska's favored by, I've got them favored by 13.
Okay.
I'm advocating Northwestern. You might as well go money line at plus 380. Northwestern is going to win the game. Not only cover, but they're actually going to win the game.
Okay.
Nebraska's too much hype. I mean, they're a more storied program, certainly. But, over the last few years, I think Northwestern is proven to be just as strong as Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska's probably one of the most disappointing programs over the last few years in all of college football.
Yeah, I remember
certainly to their own fans.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nebraska. Oh, how the mighty have fallen! Because they suck now. So
Okay.
Northwestern. Not only taking the 13 points, but I would say go money line plus 380. They're going to win the game. Might as well.
That'd be pretty nice, Bob.
I agree 100% with Roger. Give me Northwestern plus the points. Give me Northwestern money line. And F Nebraska. It's Dublin, Ireland. I'm sure Northwestern has way more Irish fans. So it might as well be a home game for Northwestern.
Negative.
I don't know what you're
It's
basing
not
that
Notre
on.
Dame
But
or
I don't
anything.
know.
I bet there's way more Irish people who live in
Negative.
Chicago than Nebraska.
Probably. I mean, I would be
Just because the population density
Yes.
too, but sure.
Yes.
So are we? Well, Brandon,
What you got left?
Yeah,
man?
he's got the mic. I guess next he wants to say something. Are you a big Nebraska lover? Is that what we're getting?
You going the other way?
Tommy Frazier's not playing for Nebraska.
I mean, as far as a Miami fan, I got nothing but love for Nebraska. I mean, we've had some of the best games in college football history have been Miami, Nebraska.
That's true. Back in the day,
30 years ago.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say.
to say that stadium could possibly have more Northwestern fans than Nebraska fans.
I would definitely bet on that.
Oh, I will bet you every single dollar I make the rest
All right, we'll
of
have to
the
follow up on
year.
that.
Nebraska.
There's
yeah,
going to
they
be more
travel
Nebraska
Yeah, for sure.
fans in
They-
Dublin, Ireland than
You do know this
Northwestern
game
fans?
was supposed to be last year, and one of my best friends is a Nebraska fan, and these Nebraska fans have been planning this trip for 5 years. And
So that's one person.
going
Well, they do. I mean, Nebraska travels
one
much
person.
better than Northwestern does.
Yes.
I mean, we
Like-
could all agree with that. That's for sure.
This
But,
this
Ireland?
ain't
I
your
don't know if
average
you gotta-
fan. It's
yeah,
them and
it's-
his dad. Like, I mean, they're not your average.
So that's 2 people.
No,
I guess
Nebraska
what I'm getting
fan
at
base is
is
very rabid.
they're the
There's no
number
doubt.
one fan base in all of college football. They're the only.
Wow.
They've had like 300 straight sellouts. at
It's like
home.
400
400
now.
something, yeah.
It's like since the 70s they've been sold
Wow, I
out.
did not know that.
They have never not had a sellout.
Right.
They're
That's true.
I mean,
What else do they have? It's understandable. Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, and they live and die. I mean, I will say this: you guys are correct. They've been one of the most disappointing programs in the last 10 years, 15 years. But I do not think Northwestern gets anything done here. They're on a down year. They've had a couple transfer outers, a couple draft picks, and while Northwestern usually plays a good game, I just think this is the base of the bottom line is Scott Frost took a pay cut, brought in new coaches, and this should be the year where his recruits, the people he's brought in, they've had some decent recruiting classes, they've got better talent. They're either going to put it together and smack this Northwestern team, which the line almost, I mean, it's kind of like one of those where,
why are they?
Are they telling you that? Are they telling you that Northwestern really is garbage and Nebraska's a little better than they have been? And that's what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to take Nebraska minus the 13.
Okay. All right. The next game, and this one is on the 27th as well of August. You got Wyoming at Illinois. Roger, how do you see that game?
I find that somewhat interesting. I like the Mountain West versus Big Ten matchup. I find that intriguing. Wyoming, as Bob mentioned earlier, Illinois has got a new head coach. So I think maybe those guys are going to be playing their heart out to get playing time. So it's in Champaign. I like Wyoming's grittiness, but I'm just going to have to take the Big Ten, and I'll lay the 10 points. And I think Illinois is going to cover that 10 points.
Okay, Bob.
I'm going to go the opposite side of Roger. I'm going to take Wyoming plus 10. I can't think of the last time Illinois beat anybody by double digits. Anybody. Illinois Wesleyan or Illinois State Illinois is not covering 10 points against another D1 school with a new head coach coming in.
Okay, Brandon?
The other thing I was noticing about this game is if you look at every single other game for the whole entire sheet here, which I don't know exactly how many, it looks like 40 or 50 games.
Yeah.
The over-under is like 3 points lower. Like the over-under in this game is 44. The second closest is like 47. Like every other game on the sheet is in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah,
so to cover 10 is rough.
It's pretty hard.
So they're not expecting a lot of points here. You know what?
So you think giving the points is the way to go?
Yeah, I think I would take Wyoming plus the 10.
Oh, okay. All right. Now let's move to the first, September the 1st, which is Thursday. We got West Virginia and Pitt. Roger.
Oh, the backyard brawl. This is always like, wasn't this normally like a season-ending contest?
Yeah. Or like definitely a primetime game.
Yeah.
Not the first week to open the season.
Well, I think these are two different teams nowadays than they used to be too. So they
got
a different time slot.
Yeah.
They're in two different conferences.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes. West Virginia's in the Big 12 now? Okay, yeah.
If we're going to start trying to guess what team,
what
exactly
what conference
nowadays. I'm just going to take the home team, Pitt, and lay the 7. I've never been a big fan of the West Virginia program. And I don't know. I'm just harkening back to my days of Tony Dorsett, Dan Marino. And
they've had some players.
Pittsburgh had a good season last year, didn't they? That quarterback had that tricky move.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He doesn't play there anymore.
No, true. But I think they have the talent. I'm just, you got to pick somebody. I'm going to pick Pittsburgh and give the 7 points at home.
Just like Roger said, you got to pick somebody, and I'm going to take West. I'm going to take West Virginia.
Sure. Just as
likely. Okay, West Virginia.
And I don't. Yeah, I should be on Pitt. Mike Ditka. But I'm going to take West Virginia plus the points. The first
games are tough.
Yeah. Give me the points. Give me the points in these first weeks.
Sure.
Right. Brandon? Did they screw you up a little bit? They threw some stuff out there and that got you thinking?
No, it's tough for me to bet Pittsburgh. I mean, having gone there and
Brandon went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So you're already playing with
would
your
you
heart
normally
there
just stay away from the game or what?
Oh yeah.
Okay. But we don't have a lot to choose from this first week out.
because I get a little too whatever.
Yeah,
Sometimes
but you don't want to pick against Pittsburgh then either, though. Huh?
Yeah, just take West Virginia. Whatever.
I mean, theoretically, I think West Virginia is the side in this, just because I mean, you lose Pickett, but you also lose the receiver to USC who transferred out. I mean, Pitt is a top 25 preseason team, but everybody knows the preseason don't count as far as your
you don't
ranking
see the real
goes.
deal, yeah.
Especially outside of the top 15.
And mainly, I think I just, yeah, the Narduzzi or whatever. Yeah, shit. He was just like a crybaby about the NIL and Addison or whatever leaving and going to you. I mean, it just was kind of like one of those, like, everybody's transferring, everybody's doing whatever, and he made a big stink about it and tried to get, I mean, it's just like, you either get in or get gone, man. Like this NIL thing, you've either got to get it together because it ain't going away, but you can't be just throwing people under the bus and acting like you've never done anything. And
All right. So which are you going to go?
I'm
home?
taking West
You're
Virginia.
gonna go West Virginia. And what's the line on that?
7.
They're getting 7?
I'd even
On the
take a
road?
money
Yep, yes.
line. I'm not real sure that what West Virginia has coming back.
Okay.
Or I'd be more confident.
Yeah, I see that as like a field goal game.
All right. Let's talk Penn State, which is on the first as well. Penn State, Purdue.
Penn State at Purdue, yeah.
Yeah.
Big Ten game. That's a big deal. I mean, having to start your season with a conference game.
I don't know. I guess there's
Yeah,
two sides. If you
there's two sides to it, but I would rather start off with an
ease
easy
up,
team.
yeah,
but
exactly.
I am going to, for this particular game, I don't ever want to pick Penn State for anything. I don't like Penn State. A lot of it has to do with, Paterno and Sandusky. But so I'm just going to take Purdue at their home. They're going to give 3 points.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
they're a home dog,
All right.
and that's just where I want. That's where I want to win. So that's what I'm going to pick. That's what I'm going to put my money on is Purdue. Lay the 3 points or get the 3 points.
I was going to say they're a dog. Okay.
I
All right.
shouldn't start using different terminology.
Okay. All right. Penn State, Purdue. You see it the same way?
Penn State rolls.
Yeah.
Like take the
On the
story,
road.
take the story program. I mean, like you.
Right. Especially first
if
game
we're
of the
going-
season.
Yeah.
And, who
First
knows
game of
what's
the
what.
season. We got 70, 80 guys
They
on
used
the
to call
roster.
Purdue quarterback U a long time ago.
Yeah.
Why?
In the
'Cause it's
70s.
Drew Brees.
Oh, Bob Greasy before that. There were some other guys. I'd have to.
There's
So
no,
two
there's no other
quarterbacks in the last
guys.
50 years. That's quarterback you.
There was no other guys.
Yeah.
Bob
so,
Greasy there.
Dude, watch what you say, dude.
There's a
because they'll
number-
they'll just
Purdue used to be
quarterback.
called quarterback. U.
Really?
When?
In the 70s.
What
in the
year is
80s.
this?
71 and 2? What the,
Give me
what
Penn,
the-
Penn State -3. Like
All right.
that's
Well,
like
they
my
used to
lo-
call. You know what they used to call Penn State.
linebacker you.
Okay, thank you. That's right. That's what the Purdue
Because
used to
you can
call
name 10 of
quarterback
them.
U.
Because you can
Yeah,
name
'cause you
10
can name 'em.
linebackers from there.
Even like the most recent one I can think of was like LeVar Arrington. That's only 20 years ago.
Shit, the
You're-
guy that's playing for the Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
Parsons.
Anyway,
All right, back on track.
Penn State -3 is like a lock. They're gonna
God, I
roll
hope
Purdue.
Purdue kills them. God, I hope Purdue gets killed.
Yeah, you could hope all you freaking want to. Like Penn
It's
State.
in West Lafayette,
I don't give a shit where they could play on a Navy ship like they do the college
college,
basketball
yeah.
games
How
out in
crazy
the
is
middle of the
that?
Bahamas.
Whoa.
That would be really neat.
That'd be really cool. But
Yeah.
Penn State's gonna cover 3.
All right, Brandon. He's like ditto.
Yeah, it takes a lot for me to bet Penn State.
Yeah, I just won't do it.
So okay.
But I mean, I will
They're not even
say
ranked in the top 25.
that's
must be.
that's
Until
the
after
thing.
week 1.
That's the thing that bothers me with that
Mhm.
team is, I mean, I liked Barkley and that team. It seems like they're in that type of year where nobody really talks about them, and
Yeah,
Penn
you could do
State
some
usually
stuff.
winds up winning like 10 games in
Yeah.
years like that. But at the same time, again, I wish I knew. I should have done a little more studying. I'll be honest, I've been a little wrapped up, but Purdue only getting 3 at home against the Penn State team
Yeah,
that
that does
should
seem
have
a
more
little-
talent. Seems a little. I mean,
Yeah.
again, I'll take Penn State -3,
Yeah.
but I would not be surprised if Purdue wins that game.
All right, here we go. Going to Friday, September 2nd. Am I reading this right? Illinois is playing again?
Yeah,
Illinois,
they do have the
Indiana?
second game. Well, it's a week in between. I mean, it's 6 days between.
Right. But I mean,
6 days. Yep.
Well,
All these teams are playing, but where's all the big wigs? They're all coming later, I guess. Huh?
Well, the following week,
Right,
Saturday, September 3rd.
Right. Okay.
But as
Roger.
far as that Illinois-Indiana game, Illinois is going to have a game under their belt. Hopefully, they'll come out healthy and with no major injuries. So, with that assumption, I just think I think that having a game under their belt is going to help them. They are going on the road. It's not too far
I
away
was going to say it's
from
not too far,
Champaign
right?
to wherever Indiana is.
Okay. So you're picking Illinois on to
I'm going to take
I'm
Illinois
I'm sure it's in
and
Indiana.
take the 5 points.
take 5. Okay.
Yeah,
All
what
right.
is that city? God dang.
Bloomington?
Bloomington,
Yeah,
yes.
definitely.
Well, it's where Bob Knight coached for a long
Oh,
time.
that's
so.
why you had the blockage.
Oh, yeah, see.
One of the
Bob.
greatest. One
So
of the
yeah,
greatest.
Illinois
One of
plus
the
5.
greatest
Okay.
coaches to ever don the.
Never throw a chair.
Thank you. Yes, that's all he's.
I'm taking
Oh my
Indiana
goodness.
against Illinois on a short week. And
They're still playing at the new
I'm
coach.
pretty sure I had Illinois not covering their first game.
That is true.
They're bringing in a new coaching staff, so they lose that first game. Now we're on a short week. We got to travel. We're not used to coaching our players up on how to travel and hotel stays and bus rides and all this stuff. Indiana's sitting at home, not having to play that first weekend. Indiana with the win. 4.5's kind of
4.5.
rough. I'd probably just take Indiana money line, but I'll take Indiana minus 4.5.
Okay, you got 4.5, 5.
I've got him at -5.
Yeah, it's by the time
Yeah.
anybody makes this bet, it'll be
Yeah.
one of those two. It won't
Yeah.
be,
No.
Okay, Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'll be honest. I mean, Indiana's gotten a lot of run the last couple of years. I've been able to watch a lot of Indiana games, and I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell Indiana, right?
Oh, William
You
Hill.
seeing that on there?
William Hill's got a.
INDIANA.
That's definitely how you spell Indiana.
That's how what I've got printed on here is how I would spell Indiana. Are we looking for?
Is that
I got
affecting your bet?
INDIAN.
It is right. I'm looking backwards. I'm looking at Diana. I'm taking Indiana. I think
Okay.
they're going to beat them, but
Indiana is also going to win.
I would also say though that this line is not going to be where it's at, depending on the game the
Illinois
week
game,
before.
yeah.
I mean, if Illinois comes out and blows Wyoming out, it'll be a different line.
That's
And
true,
if
exactly.
they get rolled, it'll be a 10.
So if you
point
really
spread.
like the points, jump now because it's going to
yeah.
change one way or the other
Yeah.
big.
No, like if Wyoming wins week 1 against Illinois, where Illinois is a 10-point favorite, if Wyoming sweeps got a 1-point win, that'll probably be like a pick 'em.
Yeah, or a lot
Yeah.
different.
Oh, yeah.
It's still though. That's different. Than,
True.
Okay, last game still on Friday, September 2nd. TCU Colorado. Roger.
TCU Colorado. Oh man, Colorado Pac-10 or Pac-12 nowadays.
Pack 6.
I know, right? Well,
I know, right? Dang.
it's fluid.
But
man.
TCU up in Boulder, the thin air is going to wear them out. Definitely. I mean, I can't wait to get to the book after this. Arizona Charlies, how late are they open till?
I think
book
there's
sports-
24
I think
hours,
Is it?
buddy.
Okay, great. So from here, I'm going over to get my money on the Colorado Buffaloes, especially at home,
getting
getting
what?
10.5. Yeah, that's easy. Easy money.
I'm
Well, they
throwing
must-
Roger a 20. I'm taking Colorado at home, also against TCU, like formerly better conference against what's still not a good conference nowadays. Everybody's fleeing both these conferences, but
Yeah,
yeah,
right?
Colorado at home up in the mountains on your first game.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do 2-a-days anymore and starve people of water and do the old school
Yeah, I
2
really
days.
like
We're
that.
like,
I mean, 10
yeah,
and a half.
make
You
everybody
gotta be
puke,
fresh,
and
right.
10.5 is a lot. That's 2 scores.
Yeah.
And you're still
More than that,
covering.
You're still covering, yeah.
So yeah, Colorado.
So
But
Brandon, you going the same way?
No, they're going to need a lot more than
We're
Of
this.
course
going
not.
TCU.
Yeah, TCU's going to roll.
Yeah,
TCU's got a really good team this year. Colorado does.
they've always been kept pretty good, man. But I don't.
I'm
know,
not.
you know.
I'm not disagreeing with you. TCU doesn't have a good team this year. I'm just saying, that's a first tough game up in Colorado
Tough game.
when you haven't
This
been
ain't-
able
this ain't
to
ain't-
practice hard.
This ain't 1993. This is.
That's what
2000.
I'm saying. If it
This
was
is
1993, I would
Yeah,
take
Eric
TCU.
Eric Bieniemy's not running
mean,
the ball.
No, I'm just saying you can't
Last
practice
year,
hard. These kids
only beat
are
Kansas
soft.
by 3. They lost to their last game. TCU lost to Iowa State 48-14.
That's
So,
why Gary Patterson's not there anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just
But
saying
everyone's
that's a
gotta-
tough first game to go up to the altitude like that. That's a tough first game.
Well, first game, you'd think they get there a little bit early to acclimate.
Well,
right?
yeah,
But-
no. But I'm saying like you're not allowed to practice these days like you were used
But
to.
everybody is the same. You got
First-
this. Everybody's not allowed.
That's why the
so it's
home
not
field
Like,
is
yeah,
gonna
but the
make a
home
difference.
field is
Yeah.
going to be huge, especially in altitude.
That's a good point.
We
Well, we'll
live
see.
here. We live here, dude. You're coming up here to try and play up here.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I like Colorado's chances.
see.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
Just like it out
obviously,
in the media, they gotta play
nobody
this time.
knows anything until
Yeah.
you guys all
Brandon will
play.
just book our bets.
Book my bets
All
to the
right.
winner, to the winning circle.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Make sure everybody's getting subscribed out
thanks
there.
for coming back.
It's football season all over again. We're getting college. In a couple of weeks, we'll be getting NFL. So make sure you're getting subscribed, and we'll see you next time.